right, Troy? Can you hear me? What's up? Cool. Waiting for Anna and Mike to hop on here. Got home a little bit earlier than I thought, so might as well take advantage of the time. I'm Pearl Dancer. Welcome. Thank you. What's up, Kurt? So officially, my 2-year partner stream is DM's Roundtable Sunday night with Ed and Punk Rock Jenny and Sly Flourish. But we'll take the hats now because they're popping up on Twitch. I appreciate that. Thank you. 2-year. Where'd the time go? Even Josh is getting in on the action there. That's kind of scary. I kind of threw a curveball both to Mike and Anna. I told 9999 all night, so haha. Me. Get a blast out for the show and a person and a direct message. Just already on. Just ignore it, please. I just can't erase them at this point. Should we yell at Chuck? Yes, Mystical. Mystical, did you guys have a stream?
The wall of worlds.
I'm sorry I wasn't around with my son's school thing.
Well, those not of our place or age. It is too easy to say that there is dark and there is light. It is too easy to say that there are two sides to every coin. The reality.
Oh, that's good to hear. What was the topic?
For law flirts with tyranny. Chaos invites freedom. Evil consumes all it knows.
Thanks, Sam.
Good accepts suffering. And those in the middle, they are worse.
Oh, that's okay. Cool. Did you have Chuck and Steven on?
The Codex Infernum and the Codex Exaltum.
That's
2
awesome.
source books that bring in-depth knowledge about beings of all dispositions, from the
Yeah,
farthest
yeah.
reaches of
All
the
right, cool.
heavens
Yeah, I already.
to the darkest depths.
I bought the two
Both of these
the
titles
most
come with
expensive
new,
one, one of
full-color
the
art,
collector's edition
new
of that.
creatures, new powers
Oh, that's
like
great.
possession, and a multitude
That's
of
awesome.
information providing lore, backgrounds, names, mechanics, stats, and
I'm
much
not gonna bust
more.
Chuck anymore, but he owes me codes.
These
a lot
incredible
of them.
tomes are filled with demons and angels, devils,
But I won't mention
and
that live.
celestials, unleashing the powers
did
of
I?
good and evil, law and
Excellent to hear.
chaos on your
That's great to hear.
table. The Codices Infernum and Exaltum, bringing creatures hallowed and profane into your adventures. Pledge and share today.
Boom.
Trollord Games, join the fray.
All right. No logins yet from Mike or Anna. I'll be going to GaryCon. Jeremy Gamescape 3D will be at GaryCon. It does have a seminar. So, just note that. He'll also be assisting me with a lot of terrain, which is awesome. It's Mike. Soon that 43 changes to 44. I normally change it like the last week of the year. I may do it between Christmas, right around Christmas time. Tell them about thanks. You know what? While I'm waiting here, okay, giveaway set. Cool. Anna should be on any minute. Thanks, Keith. In a galaxy a long time ago, far, far away, or however it goes, we did a Festival 1. Oh. Let me see what number it was.
I think it was like 190 episodes ago.
Number 34. Yeah. 192. Holy schmolies. That's awesome. Here, Kurt. It's awesome. Oh my god.
That's only, what, 4 years ago?
Yeah. Thanks, Wayne. Oh my gosh.
Surely it's nothing's changed, right? In 4 years.
Well, I don't know about that. I think there's more stuff because I have something that I don't think we had last time.
I feel that way too.
Yeah, I think I found something. That now I wasn't zipping through PDFs either back then, right? So everything was like snips. But now I will be able to get to more. So thanks, Fraley. Here comes Anna. Look at that time. All right, look at that. 8:31. So we're a half hour early or a half hour late, depending on your point of view. So right smack dab in the middle. Hey, Anna.
Hello. Now we have to babble for a bit until.
No, I changed the time on everything that says 8:30 now, so that's the real time.
Okay, but people who planned it now we go everywhere. So,
I know.
we have to start light for the first bit. So.
I have a good story that happened tonight.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
We can start with that.
Yeah. Mike just stepped away too. So, hello everyone. Good evening. Thanks for your understanding as I had a school event for my son tonight, but I got done early, so I was like, why not start at 8:30 instead of 9? I got Anna and Mike with me for holidays and
Howdy.
festivals of Greyhawk, however you want to say it. So, thanks, Ben. Wow, you're not. Maybe
You
is that a
caught
different
me
number,
off guard here too.
Ben? Yeah, I caught everyone off guard. 'Cause
It's
I got,
okay, no problem. I'll just need to
Hang on.
get set up here. So yeah.
Dinner and legends and lore.
Yeah, look at
that. We get food.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That's-
I've just had leftover pizza, so I've just had.
I think
Nice.
that might actually be more conversational if we had food.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
We'll have to try that at GaryCon.
You gotta remember, like Patrick just sends the stuff to the gaming guys, not to the RPGers. Or, I mean, to the seminar discussion people. So we get all the but it's all candy, man. He's like fattening us up. Chips and candy.
Cookies and chocolate was what I got.
He sent you something too then. Cookies and chocolate.
Oh yeah, he
There you
sent
go.
me a survival pack, a big box of stuff.
Awesome. So here,
I got a whole box of things here. So yeah.
I'll mention this a couple times. So here, story number 1: Michael Zudrak and his family came over last night to hang out and just talk and stuff, and he gave me 2 things that Frog Guy just put out, which was nice. So I got these. So I got this. This is the Frog Guy Games Monstrosities book. Look, it's an OSR. Woohoo! So
Yeah.
I don't even know how many. I mean, look at this. Super thick. And then this is the Tome of Essential Horrors, which is written in old school essentials. So they're doing some stuff for some different systems, which is pretty cool. And they're both nice books, all monsters. And I'll talk about some of the monsters and the monstrosities at the end. Share that with everyone because I think it's gonna be really cool. A cool story. But another story, as we're waiting for more people to hop on here, is so I go to my son's this open house for high school. Yeah, and it's the high school attached to his middle school. So story time. Yeah, this is a good story. This is a D&D story. So
So it's like he's going to the same school.
Well, so there's the junior high is 7th, 8th grades next to the high school, but he's applied to Gloucester County Institute of Technology, which is not close. So, and there's a STEM program here. There's a computer program, sciences program at the other one. So he's got to get accepted to each thing first. So we'll see. But I go there. We go to the clubs because he's interested because he knows there's an esports club at this high school. So we go and there's a guy there with a bunch of magic cards for the gaming club and the esports club right next to each other. And we just start talking. And of course, my son goes, "Hey, my daddy's a Twitch partner." And their eyes go boing. They're like, what? Yeah. So, and I said, "Oh, it's D&D." And then the one kid, and I don't know if he was a junior, senior, or whatever. He's like, "Hey, man, I've been DMing. Can you give me some advice? Give me like 3 things of advice that I can do." So, yeah. He's like asking me for advice. I said, "All right. Well, number one, listen to your players." Right. Number 1, listen to them, and if they come up with good ideas, implement them. And then I went 5e on him for the second thing because I know he's a 5e
I thought
player.
you were going to say that
Don't
that
play
you
5e. No,
play old school, get an 8x8 feet game table and 10,000 miniatures, and you're all set.
No, because
like-
that would be a downer. Yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a downer
I
for
know.
him.
I'm just kidding.
The second thing I said was, there's this thing called the rule of cool that they use in 5e. I said, you should implement that.
Good advice.
Yeah, and then the third one, I got a little bit of a chuckle out of him. I said, it's very important that you get female players at your table.
Yeah.
So that was the third one.
See, nowadays you can use D&D to get cool chicks. You could.
Well,
do that in the
exactly.
80s.
Exactly. So I gave him my cards and all. But that was a funny little story that I'm
Oh,
sitting
that's
there
awesome. That's
promoting
great.
my D&D stream at a high school.
Yep.
Yeah.
See,
So
there you go. Yep.
I'm pretty sure I did none of those things.
what, back in the day? Neither did I.
I didn't do Rule of Cool. I didn't
No.
listen to my
No,
players. I
yeah.
didn't do any of those things.
Girls playing D&D, inconceivable. Yeah, I know, Sam. Just but watch next Saturday morning and next Saturday night, right? Yeah, tomorrow night there are no women's at table tomorrow night. So, so this is this our first like true repeat? I don't know if it's a true repeat or not, but this
I'm
was
sure we have had other issues
Right.
or
Like
topics that have been kind of repeat.
Dragons or
Yeah.
knights. It has to be something.
exactly eat the surf. I told them always favor in the side of the players on a rule argument. Unless it's a blatant disregard of the rules for some nefarious purpose, yeah. So I said always, if you have an issue technically, just let it go. Yeah. So festivals. We did one dates, and we did something like noted dates and festivals because it was like our fifth. It was like, I don't know. It was number 34. I think it was our fifth Legends and Lore on the Lord Kazama channel after it left.
Yeah.
After it left the Greyhawk channel.
Wow.
So that
I'm
must
amazed
be
we tackled that one so early.
Because it was New Year. We're almost at like an anniversary of bringing on Legends and Lore. So it's almost like a 4 or 5 year anniversary for bringing it on. So 192 episodes later, number 226, we're gonna tackle this. So sit tight, everyone. And one thing, thank you for all the hats for the 2 year anniversary. But note once again, the official stream for it is going to be Sunday night, when I have Ed Greenwood, Punk Rock Jetty, and Sly Flourish on for the DM's Roundtable, which I think is going to be awesome. So, all right, thanks, Moose. So, holidays and festivals.
Yeah.
I have this, and I want to say Jason gave this to me. Or Mike, did you compile this, or did someone else compile this?
Ooh.
This. I have this in PDF.
Not.
I went to the old. I kept a folder for every show, and I went back and I pilfered everything from the folder from that episode.
But that looks like a Savoda.
I think Jason put this together for me.
Yeah,
I really do. I'm so glad I kept it. I mean, it's like all these, and he may have done this after the fact. I didn't go back. I didn't have time to go back and check the actual show out.
So every reference.
Yeah, he's got every single festival. Somehow he has it flagged, and then all the references and where they are. So when we talk about one, I'm going to look it up on
Hey,
here.
you need to link to that thing, because now you have like 100 people in audience, including me, who wants that.
How do I do that live? All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Discord it to you, Anna, and then you can do that.
We can just put it on Dropbox, or we can put it on. I can upload it to my website or whatever.
That's what I want you to do. Yeah. So here, I'm gonna open up Discord right here on my PC instead of my
now
laptop.
we're in trouble.
I know. Stream crash. 1 sec. I'm gonna upload it right to you right now. So.
Yep.
There we go. It's not that big of a file. All right, there you go. Woohoo!
Awesome. Now we can.
When the fertility festival is, that's funny, Moose. So we'll take a look. We'll take a look and see. There's a lot on here. I mean, this is a lot of festivals. I don't think there's one called the Fertility Festival, but I guarantee you some of these are fertility. Oh my, look at this. Yellow Willow. It's
okay.
Well, it's in Living Greyhawk Gazetteer 2. What's PGTT? I don't know. And then World of Greyhawk, Whalard of Greyhawk Gazetteer. I don't know what half of them are. So yeah, that's it. So Yellow Willow page 2. Player's Guide to Greyhawk. Wow, my gosh, it's too much, man. There's way too much here. But this is going to be a fun one, so because Mike and Anna are the one that did all the research on this because of my time allowances here. So we're going to see what happens. I'm trying to get to Living Greyhawk so I can bring this up. Living Greyhawk. So let's see. Let's just check this one out because I never even heard of it before. You guys ever hear of Yellow Willow? What's up, Stronghold?
Not ringing a bell.
All right, I'm a little early or a little late depending on your time. Yep. So Living Girl Gazetteer. It's on page 2. So let's see what it says about Yellow Willow in Living Girl Gazetteer and see what it is. Page 2.
I posted
Here
a
it
link to
is.
my
All right,
Dropbox
there it
so
is.
you can get it.
It's dozen month of Luna and the 4 festivals. It's the festival of readying in Elven. There you go. So it's right here on this table. So you're gonna get some of this stuff like there you go. Dozen month of Luna and the 4
The
festivals.
name of months are not holidays or festivals.
Yeah. You have that? Yeah. This is a great book, Living LGG.
Yeah.
Kurt. It's a great book. And in fact, if you want a general book for Greyhawk, it's the most up to date, if that makes sense.
Yeah. The most complete of all the big guidebooks.
Absolutely. So it's a good one to have. All right, so that is all that is it says calendar. So I guess that's it's a month. It's a month in Elvish. So wah wah wah. Thanks, Patrick. Yep. Thanks, Patrick. So, where do we begin on this? We should begin at the end. Which one? All right. What comes to mind from this topic? I mean, all I can think of, I have Brewfest on the mind, right? That's it. That's the only thing I get, that's on my mind.
I have Needfest on the mind.
Okay, you have Brewfest and Needfest. In fact, there are pictures of them, right? I think these were in the Roger Moore book.
I'll see how many I have in my folder here for that.
Yeah. So look, well, we have Needfest. This is so this is out of the Roger Moore book, right? Greyhawk City, and then you have
that's a great illustration.
Yeah, awesome illustration. Hey, good, thank you.
It's not all dungeon crawling and fighting undead. There's holidays.
Yeah, I have 55 events in my yearly calendar.
And I think I have that too, but I guarantee you it's not updated. And that's Rich Fest.
I have all the stuff that I have in my campaign so far that I've figured out.
Roger Moore Greyhawk Adventure begins. So is this your calendar, Anna?
I have used that as that's one. I've used all the Greyhawk calendars I can find as inspiration, and then I've cherry.
Okay, so you have a newer one. All right, cool.
Yeah, I have I make my own one using Obsidian that has a fantasy plugin, calendar plugin that is fantastic.
So it's a calendar that has the holidays on it.
Yeah, there are. So this is how it works. There are months. Every month has 4 weeks. Every month has 28 days, right? And then at the end of each 3-month period, there's a week-long festival: Need Fest, Grow Fest, Rich Fest, Brew Fest, right? So that's how it works.
I think we associate Brew Fest and Need Fest the most because I think the other two aren't like as well celebrated. That's in the lore.
Midsummer Rich Fest, that's the. Well, I think all of them are having festivals and things attached to them. I think I found some cool
they have stuff attached to them, but I'm saying like Brewfest is a monolithically 7-day long festival.
Well, they all
is its own thing.
That's true, yeah, but they're all the festival week. So that's the cool thing in the calendar. They're separate. They're like a separate month that is only a week long, which I think is cool.
Here's another thing: the common month, so 5 or 6 January down, in Elven, and then under, your nomads have names for the months. So there you go, and from that, they've set it up on this way so that you have, your winter, spring, low summer, and high summer, because there really is no autumn. And
it's kind of short-ish.
Yeah. I guess Brewfest is autumn. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The 1 week, which is really,
you're supposed to drink up all the beer and stuff that are left over so you can brew new ones for the winter.
Yeah. Oh, there's
Oktoberfest.
Autumn. Autumn is short. Yeah. Autumn and winter is short. So it's an interesting concept that I don't know when it was. Was it finalized in 83 box set?
Yes, it
That's
was
when
an
it came
83
out.
box
It
set.
wasn't in
Yep.
the 80 at all. It was 83 box set. It
Yep.
came out.
Mhm.
This
It
idea.
was there, and the elven names and the other names of the days and stuff were there too. So
Yeah, it's pretty
so the
interesting.
calendar was the base of the calendar was established then, and then comes all the additional supplements that detail things into different dates in various products throughout the publication span of the setting. So
it's a pretty it doesn't exactly match to our calendar. Is ours Julian or Gregorian? I always get those two confused.
I think we used the
Gregorian.
Julian.
One of them's wrong. One of them was missing 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot which. I forgot which of the Caesar's calendar we
It's
still
Gregorian.
use.
Yeah, Julian was first and Gregorian was second. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. That's how the months work. So you got these week-long, 7-day long festivals that basically make a 13th month.
Yeah.
All 4 of them.
And
What's
also
up, Rob?
that's when this Luna is full. Those
Yes.
yeah.
That's another thing. The moon cycles are exact and don't change.
Well, the months are according to they simplified it in that sense. They made a calendar that or they made an astronomy that fits the calendar perfectly. So you don't have to have leap years, leap year days, and stuff like that. So, but it would be kind of cool to have that and say that every 10th year or every whatever year you have to have a leap day or something like that. That will be kind of fun to have as a special festival only made every, like elves realize that the calendar are slightly off, so they put one in every 80 years or something like that. That will be against published lore, but it will be kind of fun if elves are the only ones that have figured that out because they have lived so long, so they kind of or do it. I don't know. Yeah.
And who knows what this is all common year stuff. Who knows what they did? The elven calendars,
Well, you have other calendars too. So you have so you have the Origian Reckoning, you have Olven or Olmen, and then you have the hang on a second here. Yeah, so you have and then you have the T. That's hang on a second. What was T? Then you have Flan. Bakloonish, Oridian, old Oridian calendar, and they have Suluas stuff. So because
they're not deferring on
look, is this yours, Anna? Evernote PDF. Is this yours? Oh, he can't see it. Hold on.
I can't see it yet. So yeah, you have
How about this?
Yeah, that I think I sent it to you. Yeah.
But this this is on 2020, so this is almost 4 years old.
That's what was my before I turned it into my Obsidian calendar. I used Evernote for that. So yep.
Okay. Which is not original but rare old style. What's up there, Enoch? So we're doing classic D&D reprint giveaways again tonight. So there you go, exclamation point drawing. All right, so I do have this, so I can refer to that as well.
Yeah. I've updated even more there, so yep.
Very cool. So I'm gonna sit back and what are we gonna talk about here? We gotta talk about
go for what year over the year and fill it in, or should we do?
I think we should bang around and highlight, because I think over the year we'll never get done. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we should highlight some of the ones that we
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are kind of in the season of Needfest coming soon, so should we just rip off Needfest and then go?
I'm right here at Needfest. Right here.
Yeah. So we have Needfest is it's the New Year's it's the first week of the year. At first I thought it was the last week of the year, but it's the first week of the year. So it's actually that's when the year starts on Needfest 1, so to speak. So. Yeah. So I was a bit confused, so I had to redo my calendar to figure that out, so to speak. And there is a bunch of course you have the Feast of Telsure on the 5th. That's a kind of a given one.
Who's worshiping? Who's celebrating that?
People who are cold.
See. Yeah, let's see. That's in crazy. Some places an elaborate event It says Kioish principalities, Joff, Ulek, parts of Grey Kingdom. So yeah, so there's a little bit of here and there. So yeah. So I guess the people that I guess people might be people that live further south that celebrate winter. The people up north, they just want to get rid of it, so to speak. So they celebrate summer rather than.
So let me. All right. Okay. So if you read this, celebrate primarily with an open house dinner after dark, the giving of presents, chain lighting a candle served. It's basically Christmas and Hanukkah.
And yeah, we have to say that because almost every holiday in the Greyhawk calendar, all the details are ripped off from something else. Yeah, you wouldn't see that. That's a theme. They've stolen Easter. They've stolen all real holidays and just renamed them and reskin them in Greyhawk. Almost everything.
I have
Christmas.
I have made a living off of making Needfest cartoons based off of Christmas.
Yep.
I love this because I'm from Philly. And what's the parade on January 1st every year? The Mummers Parade.
Yeah.
Mummery.
Yeah.
That's freaking hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
People wear disguises and try to remain unrecognized in order to celebrate the wonder. And people were drunk as hell, and they're playing banjos, right?
Yeah.
And they're So
that's how the year starts.
Up, Mike? Oh my God, the Mummers, yeah.
Yeah, and the next day you have the Feast of Unreason, and which is honored by many diverse faith, Bakob, Lydia, Lir, Noribo, Olidamara, Relish, Esther, and even Rao and Ayus for different reasons. So that's kind of
Yes.
So it's when you turn things upside down, I think. So the low lives are the high ones, and vice versa in a way.
So someone asked me something in the Grey Talk Discord instead of here, Gary. Do they have kumquat pie in Altamira?
Of course, they have to have kumquat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. It may be a little salty though.
Well, you have to make a recipe for it.
Yeah, me cook, make a recipe for. Oh no, my God.
Well, you have to hire someone to make one and take a picture of it.
I guess a peach pie can be a kumquat pie. I guess, right?
Yeah,
it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's a very salty pie.
Well, you boil it and put some sugar in it. It might work. You never know.
That is hysterical. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got month to month here. So.
Yep. So yeah, those are the feast Mamarin. Maridin and Feast of Unreason and Bread Giving Day are the stuff that is where you're supposed to be. It's bread for the poor, basically. You give to people that are needy and needed and stuff like that. So
the good gods like that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
and especially Peel or Rao, Cuthbert, and others who care for community and the poor, so to speak. So those are the Need Fest. Let's see, Fireseek.
Yeah, I don't have Fireseek next. I have Sunseb next, which is weird.
Yeah. Well, that one might come in some sort of weird alphabetic order or something. So yeah, that one might be. Yeah.
It's all over.
Yeah, Fireseek is the.
Let me see if it's at the end then.
It might be.
Yeah, it is. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, Fireseek. It was a little out of order. No biggie.
And that one is kind of empty when it comes to it. I think Needfest makes people are kind of fed up with the holidays. So you have New Year's Day for some reason when you that one. I don't know why that was written into calendars. So I've kind of skipped it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting. It's not much that. So it's just cold.
It's like January in real world doesn't have that many holidays. People have had enough holidays, I guess. So that people have power want people to go back to work again and not go around sitting at home drinking. Yeah.
So there's a good article on holidays that it's in Dragon Annual number 4.
I have that right here, Mike.
And I come across it again today, and I was reading it like it was the first time, like I had never seen this before.
Well, that is what I think we missed last time. is this.
Perfect. Yeah.
Both you and I are thinking alike here, and we go early on page 6. Who's this? This is by Andy Miller. And so this is big deal.
Awesome.
I used to get those Dragon Annuals, and I think maybe after that Dragon Annual map came out, I was a little disillusioned with Dragon Annuals, and so I probably didn't get number 4. That's why I don't remember.
I have it somewhere, but I know I have it in PDF now. So this is awesome.
Is
that number 2 for 2000 then?
This is 2000.
Right before 2000, I think.
Because
there's
1999 it says, so it's right.
Oh,
1999. There's a letter in there from Gygax, and they're talking about the resurgence of Greyhawk. If only.
So this is right before Living Greyhawk starts. Right before the Living Greyhawk itself.
Yep, that's the one. Yep.
So, which is awesome. Thank you all. Close to a hype. It's rock and roll. That. I still think every time someone mentions a floating disc. So, do we have any? Are these just all random, or are they all over the place? Yeah, there are a lot here. A lot of.
So, he mentions a lot of them that are in The Adventure Begins.
Right. Okay.
But then he throws in a bunch of new ones too, which wowed me.
These are great.
Thank you, Courtney. We're getting hopping.
I think the ones with asterisks are the ones in Adventure Begins.
Okay, so we can pull them out. Let's see. So we're in the bad time here. Need Fest. We're not in Need Fest, right? We're in right. What's the beginning again? Oh my gosh.
Fireseek.
Fireseek. You're right, and I don't see anything. I just
no. That one is.
Wrong button. Me. Yeah, Brewfest, Richfest. Wow, there aren't any. Interesting. You're absolutely right. Growfest. Huh. I guess not. I guess we can go by that.
Yeah, so we go to next month here, and
this is Dragon Annual 4, DA 4.
Yeah. And next one starts with a festival that Gary Julian should know about, because it's the festival of Saint Bane. On Reading first.
All right, so we go to Reading Fest. Not Readying, right?
Yep.
I think this was slightly. There we go, Reading. So this is extra at the bottom. Festival of Bane. Nice. Got you, Stefan, for after the show. So please note, classic reprints again. We've got plenty of them. So. Why can't I maximize that? There we go.
That's it's easier to, plus it's easier to turn undead.
Really?
Yep. At least I put it in there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
+1 level bonus. Wow, that's nasty. That's what Paylor Specialty Priests get that all the time.
Yeah.
Heartstay, also known as Mauritian, gifts to loved ones are exchanged.
That's like Valentine's Day in Greyhawk.
What about the Snowdrop? Masks are worn to a sort of all-day party, and at dusk, clothing is exchanged between the sexes amidst general hilarity.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the weather, it's usually over clothing. Though all right, that's interesting.
Well, they had to have a child.
Yep. Hey, Lord Taker, thank you.
Yeah.
And also, thank you for the hype train, everyone. It is awesome to get that. I really appreciate it. I think, tomorrow's the last stream of November. Tomorrow.
And I have an Elven one, Fairy Luck, on Reading 11th.
Fairy Luck. I don't have that one down here.
No,
so.
I put that in.
Okay.
Afterwards. I'm not sure where it came from, but
what's
I
that
put
one
it
all
in
about?
It is about the holiday celebrated by elves in early spring, when the power of fairy runs high, and they celebrate with the fey cousins, the sprite, the pixies, nymphs, and so forth.
That is not even in this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow. So I might have stolen it somewhere else. Yep.
All right, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not stealing, we're not trying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so I have that on Reading the 11th. I have the Fairy Luck.
So we have on here, in this article, we have Great Moon's Glory. Ooh, this holy night is for the Church of Celestian. When Luna is full, but Selene is new. And that's fully described in The Adventure Begins, page 42. Okay?
It's the same day. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yep. Awesome. I'm going to put it in right away here. So,
And
yep.
then Remembrance Day is Reading 14. This holiday is new to the city of Greyhawk.
Yep.
Oh, it's first. That's kind of cheesy. It's first celebration in which marks the pact of Greyhawk was signed the year before.
Yeah. Something tells me that one fizzles out.
Well, you know why it fizzles out? What happens exactly one day, what to the 1 year exactly to the day of the pact of Greyhawk being signed? I think. Thank you, Scott. So this is Remembrance Day. This happens, so it's not going to be remembered by me at all. I believe Philidor the Blue appears.
Oh, Forgetful Day.
So forget that day. Sorry for being a jerk, everyone. But I thought it was funny. Philidor the Blue. Little boy blue. Oh, sorry. No Andrew Dice Clay here tonight. We should have an Andrew Dice Clay day in Greyhawk.
For all the things that Roger Moore and Andy Miller evidently created a lot of holidays. That's one thing Carl Sargent I don't think would be known for is creating holidays.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. I don't think that was what they were thinking, right? So, supposedly there's a whole bunch of new emotes coming, slots, including 5 more animateds for partners. So
Wow.
we'll get some more. We'll get some more animated emotes shortly once that happens. So, why? What's the next month?
The next month is that is Cold Even.
You see, these are in a weird order here.
Cold Even.
So I'm going to go backwards,
Yep.
and then I may have to
and
go
then
back
we have a couple of
Here we go.
interesting ones. Yep.
Thank you, Rockford.
We have the Blood Moon Festival. Now I need to look at what the heck that is.
Well,
Yep.
it looks like it's when Celine
That's
Luna is full.
one.
Luna is full.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Sacred to worshippers of Narol, and most lovely evil cults.
Okay.
This grim festival technically begins on the 10th and ends on the evening of the 12th. It commemorates the blood red moon, which appeared all over the Flannis on this day in 294 CY, so it goes way back.
Yeah.
Some sages postulated common volcanism, but proponents dwindled quickly after several sages disappeared. I guess, that's why you don't give your opinions.
I'm pretty sure Blood Moon Festival is when IUs took out the Horn Society.
He took it out. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It says that. Yeah. Good one, Mike. Yeah. And then look at this. We have this Trapper's Rendezvous running the entire length of.
Trapper's Rendezvous?
Yeah. There's nothing in here. Oh, much favored by rangers and other woodsmen. So
hunting season.
A wine list. So let's go over to this. So I can keep on bouncing back and forth here. So all right. I'm getting a whole system down here. All right, so we're in Cold Even, and then I go to Dragon Annual 4. So the Blood Moon Festival is right here. That's noted. I think that's it for for festivals during that time. Yep. Because they're all there's a lot coming in other time frames, but yeah, that is it for the most part. Cool. Yeah, hunters. What kind of hunters?
Yeah, Trapper's Rendezvous. Yep.
Very cool. All right, Anna. Next month. Oh no, we should have a festival now, right? That's 3.
Yeah. So we have next month is Growfest.
Growfest. I gotta find it.
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna give me a second, everyone, here, because
no problem.
For some reason this is out of order, which is okay. Oh, that's all blank. Patch Wall, Brewfest, Harvester. Sorry if I'm giving you all a headache. I'm giving myself one.
Growfest.
Richfest. I guess it's coming up. Flock Time. Got to be here. Planting's got to be right after this. There we go. Growfest. I think this is going upwards in reverse. I think that's what it is. It's like upside down. What's up there, Fuzz? So, this is between March and April in our real, right? Correct? It would be between March and April.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Spring-ish.
mid spring. So months are different. So yeah.
So we got Benapsis and Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Very cool, Anna. So what are your thoughts on these?
Let's see, Benapsis.
Also known as Losar among Bakluni.
Yeah, among the Bakluni. Okay, so it's a Bakluni, or
It's their New Year's.
Bakluni's New Year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how many of them?
Huge parties and stuff.
Huh.
So not celebrated in Sewell lands. Yeah, that's kind of understandable. Yeah. So who consider celebration as be evidence of ignorance and barbarism? That's what the Sewell thinks of the Benapsis in the Bakluni land. Yeah.
Where's Lord President when you need him?
Yeah,
Someday.
exactly. Yeah.
To say something smart ass.
Yeah.
But Fool's Day is sacred to Allah Damara and other trickster gods, and Ulick and among rangers is traditional to send someone hunting the gawk.
Yeah.
That's also what they call that when they send you up the hill with a bag to catch the snipe. Am I remember that right?
Sounds right.
What was it? The snipe, everyone? That trick? Kind of lore. It may be something else, but I thought that's what it was. Yeah, interesting.
We have the feast of Edora, after a priest of Rao established the Edoran Compact. It doesn't sound like something for a lot of ordinary folks, but maybe some special. Yeah.
Feast of Etroa, yeah. Huh. It's not uncommon for a celebration to center around a community event like a barn raising.
Okay. Yeah.
But that happens a lot not far from me, and all you live in Pennsylvania know that the Amish do that. You know, so yeah, the days of community work is then relieved with revelry in the evening. So let's go to this. Yeah, exactly. So we're in Grow Fest, spring equinox, right? First day of spring.
Yep.
So there's it's called Edora here, not Etroa. It's spelled differently.
No,
Is that different?
The Feast of Edora is a cleric of Rao.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And who did something significant, brought everyone together, and so it's a generally worshipped holiday amongst good gods, I think.
I'm gonna try to do this because a lot of this stuff is in Adventure Begins. All right, there we go.
That said, they should create a holiday for Canonhazen for the Flight of Fiends, wouldn't you think?
A new one, right?
That would be a significant
there we go.
Holiday.
Yeah.
So a lot of them
Flannis.
A lot of them are noted in here, but they're not highlighted. So it's just like all small print in that. So it's better off to do these. So Raxavort's Orgy. The Svart God.
Someone wanted a mating holiday. There you go.
That's awesome. For a lot of you, that's almost when we're going to be at GaryCon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Growfest. St. Cuthbert's Day is here. Oh, the feast is here. Here they're talking about them now.
St. Cuthbert's Day.
Yeah.
Happy St. Cuthbert's Day.
Yeah. This holy day celebrated by Raxavort's followers begins the week-long mating season of the Zvarts. Nice.
It's an awesome holiday.
Yes.
That's
little blue
part
humanoids.
1. That's part 1.
Oh,
There's more later.
Nice. Beautiful. So, so the Disportum of Magic is an annual evening festival held in the city of Greyhawk.
That's a good one in the box set.
Yeah, so wizards perform a lot of magical displays. That's kind of cool. So,
I was looking into that one, and interestingly, it's celebrates an event where humanoids from the Aberrals attacked Greyhawk. and so what they're doing is reenacting the the wizardly battle to repel the invaders and all that stuff. And I'm like, where is this referenced? I want more details on this. Were these orcs, or what tribe? I need some more info on what this battle was that they're celebrating.
There's no date or anything, right? So it's probably.
I mean, it could be a myth for all I know.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example, which I think it didn't appear till the appendix. I'm going to go Lord of the Rings. Thank you for the follow. Remember, they were talking about Bull Took, and like how huge he was, and he rode either a pig or a little pony or whatever. He was like and how the river froze over to one year, and all the direwolves and wargs came into the Shire, and he repelled them. But there was never any date or year. It was just referred to as a story.
Yeah.
But then in an appendix, in the very last appendix, they actually showed some dates. But I think this is kind of the same thing here. Like, when did this happen? Did this happen when Zagig was around? Did it happen 100 years ago? Right?
It would be interesting if that was when Zagig was around, because then that would explain why his castle has like a war wagon and stuff like that.
Good point. Very good point. So, all right. Do we have anything else in this era?
Disportium of Magic. What the heck was that? Growfest. No magic illumination is supposed to be used. Wizards and sorcerers perform feats of illusion. Oh, it's a time when illusionists and sorcerers are displaying their powers of illusion and stuff. So, yep.
Well, you got to remember another thing like that Lord of the Rings thing with the dragon from Gandalf. I mean,
exactly.
You could have some really awesome spectacles, which is really cool.
So this is the Greyhawk equivalent of it.
Yeah, I think that's neat. So
I say that would be a time of the year, a day of the year where crime goes up.
You think?
Yeah, might be.
Yes.
Yep.
I always thought that Brewfest would be the worst because everyone's completely.
Okay, maybe.
Well, that's all. That's not crime. That's not theft. That's more fighting, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about what a distraction. The disportium of magic.
Yeah. True. Absolutely. Oh. I think I got this. I think this is in reverse. So if I scroll up this way, let's see if I'm correct. What should be next? Planting. Planting's next, right? After Growfest?
Hang on a second. Growfest, planting. Yep.
All right. So it's just going down the top. There we go. That's what it is.
Yep.
Awesome.
Start of low summer is the first one. Yeah, and that's not. It's just the notation. It's not a holiday. And then we have something called Tanabat. Let's see what that is.
We have a FR ripoff here.
Okay.
Look what it says. Also known as the Seven Sisters.
Seven Sisters Festival. There you go. Yeah. Someone.
We'll have to share that with Ed.
Yep. Someone ripped off that and
some of these holidays have been around since the early days of online fandom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I took a lot of these from a calendar someone else did, and then I tweaked a few.
Some are fan-in, some are in print.
Yeah. Yep. There's several websites that have versions of this. I just took the best of them, put in and added a few myself here and there, like Fairy Luck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's thank you, everyone. Like I said. The hats are coming up, but according to me, it was December 2nd or 3rd. But it's okay. Let's celebrate. Celebrate all the way through to Sunday. We're gonna have a great show on Sunday night, and a good show tonight, and a good game tomorrow night. So legend has it Aldemar was entertained on this day by 7 lovely sisters who just happened to come over from Forgotten Realms that day, who welcomed him in his guise as a minstrel and treated him royally. So, yep. Interesting.
Yeah, so those are the only Tanabat is the only one I have on planting.
Well, let's take a look in Dragon Annual 4.
Yep.
We got a lot
See.
more in here. We got Rudd.
Plenty.
Well, we have
Rudd's
Rudd's birthday. Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
He's
Celebrated.
1,000 years old.
The date celebrates the birthday of the demigoddess Rudd, who was reportedly born almost a millennium ago. Celebrated in Bissell. I did not know Rudd was human or at one point. Did not know that.
Yeah, that's she's a demigod, I think.
Demigoddess Rudd.
Demigoddess of bards?
No,
I don't know.
Knowledge.
She's a skill and chance kind of a.
So like a
like
thief, rogue
type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Very cool.
Good. They are in order from as the year progresses. Okay.
So planting is it
Yep.
for planting, unless anyone else out there in the audience has a planting one.
Exactly. Then we have we're getting into high summer here. We have flock time or beginning of fall, I guess.
Here.
Yep.
We go here.
This has more of a lot of
oh my gosh.
Interesting ones. Yeah, we have one that is misplaced. I need to, but we can talk about that one
St.
later.
Cuthbert's Day?
No, there is another one that but and it might be, if it's not in there, then skip it, because we have Beery's Day first, which on the first. So the villages sing and dance. This is midsummer in kind of a midsummer version. Villages sing and dance around a wooden pole to celebrate the passing of the seasons and the blessings of spring. So it's like, it's not midsummer, it's the maypole. You dance around the maypole. They do it in Germany and the Nordics and stuff. So you have you dance around a pole in May, and then you do it again in midsummer. So you drink a lot and stuff. So it's the maypole dance in Greyhawk. They stole that version. That's Beery's Day on flock time first.
Yeah.
Does the spring clean for the May Queen come now? Mike gets it.
Oh yeah, I don't get that. Yep.
It's a line from a Led Zeppelin song.
Oh.
No one understands.
They also have a song called Celebration Day.
Yeah, they do. That's right.
Yep. Awesome.
You like that? There you go, Rob. I pulled one out of my somewhere there on that.
That's awesome. Yeah. And then we have a whole week of the second week of flock time where we have Ula's Hunt.
Ula's Hunt.
Yep, Ula's Hunt. Dwarven rituals.
Harnikia.
Yeah, it was I didn't invent. Yeah, exactly. The cleansing of the mountains. Ritual humanoid hunts conducted. Some humans, mountaineer rangers, particulars, also celebrate Ula's Hunt. So it's the week when they are biggest week of the year, apparently, from the 8th to the 14th of flock time. And then we have another little, just the week after, on Star Day, the 1st, which is interesting. Is not God's Day, it's actually Star Day, where you have Cuthbert's Day on the 15th.
Okay.
Yep. So let's see what
the day sacred to St. Cuthbert followers. The day marks the start of attempts by the faithful to root out evil before the dark night.
Yeah, and that is the weird thing. Before the dark night, it's in the middle of summer. The dark night should not be in the middle of the summer. That's
the dark night is during Blood Moon Festival, I thought.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to, in my calendar, I'm going to redo that thing. But yeah, so you don't have dark night. It's simply because there is no moon that night, so to speak. So that sense. But yeah, but you can probably find another night some other time of the year when you have very little moon. So yeah, but it is the dark night kind of moon-wise on the flock time, the 18th. That's when you have barely no moon whatsoever. So that's why they put that in there. So, but it's in the summer, so I don't know how that works. But yeah,
we got one that is going to make, maybe I haven't read it yet. Maybe make my eyes pop out of my head. Are you ready for flock time? We're in flock time, right?
Yep.
Thrommel's Day.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere here. Is
On
that
the, oh, I got to read this one. On
Yeah,
this
yeah, please do.
day, the city of Divers celebrates its succession from the kingdom of Furyandi. Okay. This day is usually characterized by parades and mock battles. Why is it called Thrommel's Day?
Well,
I
it's
don't get
Thrommel the
that.
First.
It's to irritate you.
Thrommel the
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Anna. It
Yep.
is. Oh my gosh.
Someone put in that's when you wear off vampirism and stuff.
Just wow. That is funny. She's buying the steroid. Yeah, Rob, something like that, right? This day was celebrated in the Shield Lands before their fall as an Independence Day from Furyandi. Since the loss of those lands, few people celebrate it now. Well, yeah. So, and then Crowning Day, celebrated in Furyandi. This day remembers the crowning of the first king of that land, 254 CY. That's when they broke from the Great Kingdom, right? It is typically celebrated with parties, parades, tourneys, and speeches. So there's a lot of those going on in. A lot of them going on here in that month.
See, that I think is useful because when you get a medieval tourney together, it should be like this big festival.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great point, Mike.
So to have a regular one every, if they have it every year, let's say, and then if you're in the middle of a war with IUs, then that holiday's like suspended or something, I guess.
Yeah, it might be. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So good. This is a good month. What's the Day of Dread, though? This is This does not belong here. The Dark Knight.
No, the dark. Yeah, that's the. It belongs there because the reason they put it there originally is because there is no moon that night.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the reason it's put there. But it's in kind of in the summer, so that means that it isn't particularly dark up north. But on the other hand, further south, then it is kind of dark at night. So yeah. But I come from up in the polar region, so I always assume the dark night's on the winter, not the summer, because then it's never dark. But we have to assume that these holidays were probably invented in the Great Kingdom or somewhere.
The Day of Dread commemorates that awful day Gary Holian stole the Isle of Dread from a star.
Ah, there we go. Yes,
that's good.
Of course.
That was a good one there.
Mm-hmm.
That very, very nice. Very nicely done.
Yep. Okay, so that's flock time.
Flock time.
And now we have Wheel Sun, and now we have another one that is stolen that I can't even pronounce. Well, kind of a Godrus or something, dedicated to the rival of Mayahin on the 1st.
Ooh, Mayahin gets a holiday?
I don't know what the name comes from. Someone can probably
Godrus. It sounds Welsh. Sounds Welsh.
Yeah, it sounds Welsh. So it sounded to me like they stolen a day in the calendar of somewhere. So yeah, but it's kind of cool. That's the day when Mayahin came to. Yep. And then we have 4 days of the Fultian, for the Fultians, from the 3rd to the 6th of Wheel Sun. That's the festival of the blinding light.
Yeah. So, wait a minute. Which one's ripped off? So, I'm trying to. You said Anna.
Well, I just assumed that the name Godrith something is ripped off somewhere. I just assumed that was the case.
The Festival of the Blinding Light. So, festival dedicated to Fultus, the biggest festival of the year in the Pale, with huge celebrations, sermons, and of course executions of heretics.
Yep.
All while singing their anthem.
All while singing hymns. Mm-hmm. And always remember Fultus's way of telling you. Fultus's way. Wait a minute. Oh my
God! There is no other way than Fultus.
Fultus's way of what was it called? Oh my gosh!
But there is only one way.
It's cold weather to throw another heretic on the fire.
Oh, exactly. Yes.
That's it. Blah, blah.
But you realize, Jay, there is no other way. There is only Fultus' way. You can't discuss any other ways. There's only Fultus' way. Period. In his lands.
So I've noticed so far that all these holidays are Auridian and Flam.
Yeah. Except one Benapsis that are Beclunish. Yeah, we don't have any Sewell ones yet, but and I put in a fairy one or an Elven one too. But
I don't think those Beclunish ones are from any published sources.
No, well, I don't know. I think the name Benapsis is probably from some other real world holiday from somewhere.
Wheels.
Is my guess too, and then they just
Yeah.
hijacked it into yeah. So that was, and then we have after and then we have on the 16th we have the bawning. Hang on a second here. The bovming of the torn or the thorn. The placation of evil nature aspect by parade of children. Okay, yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah, celebrating old faith lands as respect to the dark faith. Ooh,
Land.
that's probably my yeah.
I don't have that
taken
on
it somewhere.
mine, Anna,
I've
so-
taken it somewhere. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not fully written
No.
yet. So I've taken the name from somewhere, from some source. Hang on a second, see if I can find the source. I'm just gonna put in the word because
That sounded disturbing, though.
Yep, I know I haven't invented the name, that's for
Okay.
sure. So I'm going to see where heck I found that. Oh, I found it in Greyhawk calendar PDF that someone that standard that
What was the name of it again?
around. I'm going to say it's Bovming the Thorn.
With a B.
Yep.
It's not on. It's not in this chart here.
No, it's not, and
Okay.
it's in a PDF that someone else made.
Okay.
I put it in so Bombing the Thorn. It's in the PDF that someone else made. That I found on the internet.
Okay.
So I stole it from there. So that's where it comes from.
That
So
might be
it's
something that you would find in
it's
Fire, perhaps.
Yeah, it's a fan made thing that I've detailed, but it's taken from there. So
David,
yeah,
that's a good question. I have something akin to Day of the Dead.
Ooh,
might be.
Ooh.
Let's get through this and see. We may.
We'll see. That might be. Yeah.
It's a good question.
Yeah. And then on the 17th, we have the turning, the ceremony of the turning, celebrated among the elves, the Flanay, the Marklands, and Druidic communities. 7-year-olds are carried blindfolded, and it's a coming of age thing. It's a coming of age thing. So you take youngsters out, the kids, to scare the living bejesus out of them, and then you tell them that now you're grown ups, and yeah.
Okay. I didn't see any others in the article on Wheel Sun.
No, okay. So after Wheel Sun, we have Richfest.
Yep, and here we go. There's a lot in Richfest.
Yep. So first we have on the 2nd, Guilds Day.
Let me go to the
actual. I think that is from the Greyhawk box set. Heads of guilds have open house to receive appreciation, meaning bribes.
2 days following are set aside by various artisans in the city's guild days.
Yeah.
Yep. It goes all the way back to the Free City Growth box set.
Yep. So that's the day when the heads of guilds have open doors so people can go and bribe them so they can make
nice.
Make appointments and stuff for next year. So So we have that on the 2nd, and then we have the Feast of Sotilion on the 3rd. Celebrate the god's victory in wresting the sun from its sudden decline and bringing it back to warmth, earth, and promote growth and prosperity.
Which one was that?
Feast of Sotilion.
Yeah, here it is. It's called the Sea Lord's Feast. So maybe Troy knows a lot about this. Celebrating resting summer. Celebrants use the time to enjoy the leisure of summers with picnics and family reunions. I just don't see a lot of picnics going on in Greyhawk. It's just out of my comfort
midsummer.
zone.
I'm sure they have picnics in Greyhawk. They go outside the city and find a tree and sit under it and enjoy summer. Can't you imagine that? Yeah.
No. I've never had a picnic, I don't think, in 43 years. Maybe it's just me being.
Well, I'm much of I go on hikes, so I bring my own food and I go out and sit and have a picnic under a tree. That's kind of common.
Right.
Where I come from, everybody does it. Even if it's midwinter, you take the skis out and you ski a few kilometers out, you sit under a tree and you have hot chocolate and some sandwiches and stuff. So it's a ritual. So you picnic. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Festival of the Blue Moon is neat too. It's celebration of full Selene, highlight of the Elven year.
Yep.
Celebrations going around the clock for several days in Elven lands.
Yep. So and the elves celebrate each festival because it's the full moon of Selene, so that means a lot to them. And then we have the biggest of them all is at midsummer. So it's Midsummer's Day and stuff, and that's basically taken from the Nordics right off, so to speak, where we celebrate midsummer. It's the biggest holy day of Pelor, also known Giving Day, Midsummer's Day, and summer solstice and all that.
So it says undead here are really at a disadvantage here on Midsummer's Day.
Yeah.
Huh.
And especially up north, especially the ones that are daylight sensitive, because if you're far north, then it never gets dark. Especially on Earth, because the actual tilt is bigger. So that means that even further south, there is no night whatsoever in the summer.
Yeah, so don't wear on Midsummer's Day anything but white, according to this. Travelers around all summers wear white, and yellow clothing or yellow fabric pinned to one's tunic are considered blasphemous. That would be bad, wearing the wrong colors somewhere.
Yep.
All right, so if we come over here to Dragon Annual.
Yeah, and the elves celebrate Age Long on the Richfest the 5th. Yep. Something to do with the myth of Corellian Lerth and spilled blood and blah, blah, blah. So,
birth of the elven
kind.
So if you come here, there's a lot more in this one too. So we got Brilliance celebration. It's Lydia. It's to Lydia, the goddess of daylight and knowledge.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's primarily, it says Lower Talmer is one of the places where Neil Drog, Ryrax, Nelix, Lukish, and Pitchfield.
Okay.
About time they had Sewell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The summer solstice.
A goddess of the music, I would expect to have a festival named for him.
Yeah. And of course, the Midsummer's Day is also the holy day of Pelor, so which makes sense because the sun is peaking. So
we did mention Blood Moon Festival, Barmoku.
Yep.
Yep, we got the blood moon in, and so also here, this one is we mentioned it in the other one. It's called Enlightened Tide in here for the people who see the Pale.
Tide,
They remain awake all night, keeping some light burning.
Yeah.
Joking and frivolous behavior are frowned upon. What a shame. No more fun of any kind. Dean Wormer's there all the time. So, Giving Day, Holy Day of Pelor.
Yep.
So, lots of stuff. Like a lot of this stuff is not like in the same place, and these like you find it in the Folks Feuds and Factions book, under the priesthood or then in the guilds. It's all over the place. So it's kind of puts it together, which is good.
Yeah.
Cool. Valmok, we've been researching Corel. That's good. All right. So
then we have Reaping after Richfest.
But let's just let's stop here and say what is your out of all this? So we're halfway through the year, right?
Yep.
What is a favorite of yours so far, or something that you may incorporate in the campaign at this point, like something that you'd like to see?
Well, I like the midsummer things. Midsummer and Needfest are things that I like to have because I think they are so natural. People back in the day, because that's when the sun, you have the summer maximum where the sun is the highest, and then you have the solar minimum when it's midwinter. So and also because I come from a culture, I guess it's natural for me, where seasons are so strong and influence everything. So that means that the Needfest and Richfest are the big things. You celebrate that things are as bad as they can be in the middle of winter, and then you celebrate they are as good as they can be in the middle of summer. So I can see in a fantasy world there is a lot of agrarian. You even have things of undeath and stuff. So that should be worse in the winter. And I can also see that what if worshippers of Pelor would go north, and they will have somewhere where the sun never sets, and they will build a temple there in the summer, and they will have a festival where they celebrate the entire week of Richfest, and the sun will be up 24/7 or something like that. That will be kind of cool. So I want to figure out where that will be geographically, and then some Pelorians will build a temple and say, we are going to go here, and every summer we're going to go here, and they guard it through winter, and the poor Pelorians have to stand there as Pelorian paladins guard it over winter so they can come and celebrate summer and
Cool.
Richfest when they see the sun and then that will be like a pilgrimage to that area, that place for Pelorians, and in order to and they done it from old Flan days and then onwards, and that was taken over. That's something that's a good idea. I'm
gonna guess.
Yeah.
It's you say where's that spot on the map
It
where
needs
it's
to
always
be
sunny?
Yeah, it will be just
Land of black
below
ice.
exactly. It will be
Yeah.
below the polar the polar circle. But if you build it on a hill or a mountain, it can be considerably further south. So I will say that if you go to a high mountain much further south, you can see the sun 24/7 for a week. So that will be some math to figure out and see where that happens, so to speak, and then say that will be a temple to do it. So and you can probably go a fair bit south if you go high up. So maybe definitely somewhere in the Griff Mountains, probably maybe even somewhere in the Rakers or the Howling Hills probably might do, but that is such a dreary place that I don't think any Pelorians will survive there or want to go there. That might be too much for even the hardiest Pelorians. So but maybe the Northern Rakers or something could be interesting to build it in, or something like that. We'll see. Yeah, to work on it. So yeah.
It's interesting. Mike, you got any favorites in the first 6?
Well, I'm definitely finding out that I don't use holidays enough in my games. I think Blood Moon Festival has the most opportunity for mischief, to draw a story around it, just because it just sounds so ominous. But if I wanted something more lighthearted, Need Festival is always my go-to.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm in Need Fest right now in my campaign, so we're on Need Fest 4th now. So a big Need Fest celebration is coming next session.
So
very timely. Yep.
I'm working on my 2-parter here, The Deadly Drowned, and we all know drowns are self-willed by a certain god. I have to tie this into the Blood Moon Festival. I just have to do it.
Yep.
Oh, and that'll be December 9th, so I'm doing that right now. Of course, my clicky pencil is not clicking out any. Don't you hate that when that happens? So I'm going to put that right here as a note. Look at that. A great idea from tonight's discussion.
Yeah, thank you, Troy. I will go look into it. And then we can probably go further south, because we have, instead of 23 degrees, we have 30 degrees plus then some if we go up on a hill or a mountain. So a little bit further than that. But thank you. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
It's good.
You don't have to go to the Greyhawk equivalent of Svalbard to do it, so that's the good thing. So yep. And after growth, if we go to reaping, is the first kind of after. Now we're in the late summer here, so yeah.
Yep. Reaping.
And reaping is not that much. We have on the 10th, we have the Holy Day of Serenity.
Okay, I don't have that one on here, but yeah, okay.
Celebrated in Viluna as a holy day of Rao. Yeah, it sounds like the Holy Day of Serenity. You're supposed to think over things and stuff. So yeah.
Let me check this here.
It's actually the anniversary of Viluna's secession from Furundi in 476. It's celebrated with the religious singing and worship. Yep.
So Friani has a celebration. Yay, we broke away from Great Kingdom. And then Viluna has, yay, we broke away from Friani.
Yep. Yep.
That's great.
The Holy Day, a Holy Day of Serenity. There's not much in this month. And then also you have the Sotillions Day, also known as Labor Day.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, derisively as Saint Ides for Saint Idlers.
Yeah, Saint Idlers. Yes, Saint Idlers. Yep, Saint Ides Day. Yep.
Followers do no work and enjoy the summer. Widely popular, especially for the young and in love. As a result, the full moon of this month is often referred to as Lover's Moon. PCs should be careful not to attack skulking figures or muffled noises. So that is interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yep. And next is Good Month. And this has a bunch of interesting stuff. It has the let's start
Oh,
with
shoot.
one that
you know what?
Yeah.
I don't have this up. No wonder. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have on the first week, we have the King's Festival.
Yeah, Firenze Villuna. That's a
mm-hmm.
huge festival. Wow.
Yeah, that's when I have in my campaign. I have the tournament of Littleburg.
Okay.
With every year when new Knights of the Heart are dubbed and introduced into the order, and you have the big tournament of Littleburg. It's a huge tournament fair stuff, so to speak.
That's something I would like to run.
Yeah, so the best archers, the best riders, and so on, and also that's where the king goes to muster new candidates for various positions, including Knights of the Heart, which are the most prestigious. So if you are aspiring squire, that's where you can get. The king can knight you in front of huge crowds and stuff like that. It's a show off for stuff. So
okay.
That is So I have that
yeah. So and then you have miners' fairs at the bottom here.
Exactly. Yeah, but we have also on the 4th of the first week is the Grand Moat Festival, where archers are celebrated specially, so to speak, on the 4th. That's part of the King's Festival, but it's also an archery festival more in general terms as well. So the 4th is Archery Day on the King's Festival. But it's a whole week of festivities in Littleburg, and the Littleburg part is I didn't come up with the King's Festival, that someone else did, but in my campaign I made it into Littleburg is the place where, because it's a central place in within Furundi. So there's thousands of people that come there on a huge fair, and you buy and sell horses, armor, weapons, and you celebrate the best knights, and all the provinces send their best warriors to show off and stuff like that. So you have, and the king and the Knights of the Heart are there to defend their honor, and then aspiring squires get knighted and stuff. So yeah.
Now you also, this one's called Black Knight.
Exactly.
Night?
Yeah. On the 11th, I put in Dark Night, because that's another night where there's no moon on the 11th. Both moons are dark, so to speak. So that's another one. So this is one of my candidates where you can be really tough to kind of vanquish undead and stuff like that. Various monsters who like the dark can have benefits and stuff like that. You can turn into kind of interesting. It will definitely, I would see in Cobbler's Neorule, and others might have a field day or field night rather, so and stuff like that.
It's weird because it says it's a holy night for Celestian and Corel.
Yeah, to me it's kind of weird because it's the dark night, because both moons are dark, so to speak. So it's one of these, simply because how the moon cycles works. It's
for Celestian, it's the night of the year where the stars are most visible.
Good point. Great point. Yep, great point. So yep.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah, and then we have from the 25th through the 28th, we have the Miners' Fair. So fairs.
Is that human or dwarven? Or both?
Miners celebrate, and miners often renew and change employers these days. So I guess it goes with everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone else invented it. I just put it into my
Cool.
Yep.
So how old is this list, Anna?
I think I started collecting information of this about 20 years ago, around 2000, late 90s, when the internet came around. So okay. I think it's something that are grown people have stolen from each other, and we just kept it up, and people put up these things, and so it's a lot of it's a few things from lore and a bunch of fan stuff, and people riff off each other. Yeah.
I don't know how much more you have on this, but there's a source of fan-made festival articles we have from recent Orc Journal. And there's a bunch of new Greyhawk holidays in Dragon Magazine.
Awesome.
From early 2000s.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So give me 1 second here. And
just shower you with more information.
Yeah. 1 second here. What's the dragon number?
36.
36. Ooh,
The
That's
whole
old.
theme is
classic.
festivals.
Dragon 36? That's old.
No. Orth Journal 36.
Oh my gosh.
Orth
You scared
Journal,
me.
Orth Journal
okay.
You scared
36.
me.
No,
Like
no,
Dragon 36.
no. The dragons, there's several of those.
So this is a recent Earth Journal.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's the latest. Yeah.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, I was wanting more information on the Disporium of Magic,
That's what it's
and
down
there it
here.
is.
Alright.
There's stuff in there about Brewfest and other
What page?
festival related things.
Oh,
The whole issue. I'm not going to go through it. I'm just
Right.
saying, pick up the issue for more festival
Yeah. Oh,
related
yes.
stuff from the fan community.
Oh, fantastic. Even more. Yep.
Yeah. There's a thing in there about Need Fest in Rennie.
Oh, we have an owl festival too. You must be the
Do
person
we have an
behind
owl
that.
festival?
Yep.
What's it called?
Nayam Festival of the Paynims.
Yeah, that's me.
See,
That's
there
me.
you go. Awesome. The untamed city of Ulakan celebrates the Paynim Summer Festival of Nayam during the week we call Rich Fest. So it's a midsummer thing. Yep.
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
something for Elmshire and Narwhal.
Oh, this is awesome.
Narwhal,
Yep.
Foundation Day parades and street fights.
See,
Awesome.
this is so good. Now I have 20 more to add to my calendar.
Hardby.
It's wonderful.
The
Yep.
Caravan to Greyhawk. Marklands. Safeton, the Summer Queen on the Wild Coast. Nice article.
Yep.
By Thomas Kelly. Does he have a name? Does Thomas Kelly have a name? Oh, Tommy John Kelly. Is that Tommy John Kelly?
Tommy John Kelly.
Oh, it is Tommy John Kelly.
Yeah.
He's trying to sneak this in.
Yeah, he's snuck it in.
Oh,
Yep.
that's awesome.
I read it and I probably forgot about it because I've read
No, I'm glad that,
all of the
Mike,
Earth
I'm glad you
Journal at
brought it
least
up.
once. Yeah. Yep.
There's a lot in here.
Well,
Keeland.
and I forgot my holiday was in that issue. So
Yeah,
go figure.
that's so cool.
I need to set.
One.
I need to set I need to set one, right? I need to set a kumquat harvest festival for Altamira.
Yes, exactly.
I
Pick
do.
a day.
I
Yep.
do. Let me think about that, Troy. You're right. I do. I need to
What's
set
that one festival where they throw tomatoes?
Oh,
That
yeah,
should be
in
it.
Spain they have the tomato festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
That
to
should
have
be
a
the
kumquats throwing day.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
kumquats, I think, would hurt more, wouldn't they?
Well, aren't they tougher in Altamira? They'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
You have that like a week after the harvest when you have all the fallen fruit and the stuff that aren't good. Then you take all that and throw it at each other. Oh, that's awesome. Jay, you have to.
Yeah, you're right. I need
make a double whammy of it. First, you have the feast where they celebrate whatever, and then you have you throw away all the.
Moose is
rotten
right.
Yeah.
The kumquat queen.
Yeah.
harvest.
Yep.
I'm putting it down.
Yep.
King of the Queen of the Kumquats. Thank you, Kurt.
Yep. And on Harvest Day, the 11th, we also have Loggers Fest. Just like that was Miners Fair, we have Loggers Fest a couple of weeks after. So, yep.
Where are we on now? What are we on?
Harvester.
Harvester. There we go.
Yep.
Harvester.
Yep.
Loggers Fest. Raksha Bandhan.
There you have something.
That's
I'm
Baclooney.
not sure.
It's Baclooney.
Ah, okay. There you go. Yep. Baclooney festivals celebrate and in Pearland and Ket as well. Yep. A celebration of siblings, where siblings celebrate the bond to each other.
It's another good one there, Troy. Another good one. Yeah. So for those who do not have siblings, a blood brother ceremony is sometimes performed. Imperial Victory Festival, celebrating the former Great Kingdom.
Yeah, Overking. I called it. I renamed it in my campaign to Overking's Festival.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's the same thing. So it's celebrated in Rossi's North and South Kingdoms, Saffron lands, and some other areas. It was the day when everyone was supposed to honor the Overking and pay tribute in the form of voluntary taxes. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I guess it's not so much for common folks. It's more like the Overking was when he wanted to receive all the provincial nobility and lower who wanted to come and suck up to the almighty one, so to speak, or something. So if you wanted to have some favors the next year, you went on that day and showed off and gave gifts and stuff like that. So yeah,
So
it's like the guild day when they
there's
ask
one
for
in here in
bribes.
the GA4 Harvester 13 celebrates the day that Margrave Rollo established independence of Bissell from Friundi.
Oh,
Culminates in a
cool.
mock battle representing the Margrave saving the King of Friundi from a humanoid attack. There you go.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
that's a good one.
Everyone has a holiday for breaking away from everybody.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, of course, but that's like in the real world. You celebrate the day your Independence Day or when you got your
Yeah, it's
Constitution
funny.
or something. So yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yep.
Okay, so
with that said, I would think every free city in the world of Greyhawk would have a celebration day.
Yeah.
Free City Rolas or Free City.
probably
is-
because they just have no one's written it up, and they, you know,
Yeah, but there's
it's a
one I
thought.
think that will be different. Freeborough, because I have it that
Freeborough.
Freeborough was always free. I haven't found any information on Freeborough, so I wrote up the story that was one of these Flan settlements that didn't need to be conquered. They surrendered voluntarily and ask and say that if we volunteer or surrender, will we get like semi-independence and stuff like that. So they kept their independence because they volunteered and aided the invaders, so to speak. So that's why they were smart that way, and that's why Freeborough stayed free, so to speak. They said that the Erdi could have the land around, and they were not hostile.
Huh. Interesting.
But that's just my campaign reason for doing it, because Freeborough is free, but there's no backstory, so I just made up my own story, so to speak, for it.
Excuse me. Brewfest.
Yeah, now come Brewfest, the most important of all of them. So yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And we have Neoldra Regal Games, the big sport events for that's.
Who said nothing happens in Neoldra?
Exactly, something happens there. So yeah. And we have Oli Damara's feast, of course, on the 3rd, the biggest party night, and then they are probably gone for the rest of the festival before they recover.
Called the Feast of Wenta.
Yeah, and then you have the Feast of Wenta as well on the 6th.
Yeah, I'd say those go hand in hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have we have that throughout the Greyhawk. I know it's huge in Greyhawk Brewfest.
Yeah. The Brewfest is simple. There's only you drink for a week, and that's it.
Yeah.
The other ones have a lot of more. Yeah, but kings and stuff realized that it's not for them. It's for the common folks to just get plastered for a weekend. That's it.
So Raxivort's orgy again in Brewfest. Part 2.
Part 2.
So why is that? Simple creatures just don't have another name for it. Okay, so it's a second mating season.
Yeah. Well, they have short. Kids come quickly, so yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Bards.
And now we're firmly into fall, where we have Patchwall. And then we have the Bell Ringers Feast in the end of the first week.
All right.
In all but Brotherhood and Grey Kingdom's land, everyone gathers at the largest bell in the region. When it's rung, they exchange treats and other baked goods. The militia also turns out in full regalia. This festival is connected with the themes of warning and preparedness. Through this day has become more festive. In some embattled lands, the still original purpose have come to completely reassert itself, and celebrations in Nyrond are likely to be strained at best. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, that's a cool one. Yep. Bell Ringer's Feast.
Old festival.
Yeah, and then we have another one that I think at least the name is stolen. Lammas on the 14th. Okay. Druidic Festival of Lammas.
Most annual wheat harvest and first harvest festival during this day. It was customary to bring a loaf made from a new crop, which began harvested Lammastide. So
yep.
Interesting. So I use the next one after that a lot. Every year I do. It's Wickerus again, and it's All Hallows Eve, and I use the Overgourd when I do for Halloween, all the time, right? So Aldridge celebrated Samhain. I guess that's more Welsh. I guess Welsh or
Yeah.
Gaelic.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So and look, it's celebrated in Jeff, Ulick states, and Old Faith areas. So there you go. It fits right into
Yeah.
where we are. Borders of the spirit world grow thin. You know, people dress as spirits and cavort all night as fairies, and always depicted as doing. The hope is that true spirits will not recognize them as mortal and thus not harm them. Soul cakes are begged passerby, and some larger cities also have great mummers again play, and everybody dies at the end, but then resurrect themselves. Nice. Persons actually being raised from the dead receive a plus 20% to their survival rolls, but evil's also strengthened. So save versus spells from any evil caster at -2. I always forget to do that during that adventure. Gotta remember that next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's cool. Wickerus.
Yep.
So, all right, we got Patchwall. Let's see what else we got here. Whoops, wrong one. Patchwall. I thought I saw a bunch. I wish that they were in some order that I could figure out.
Yeah, I tried to figure out, but it's
all
everywhere.
over again, too. Right.
Patchwall. We have Laughing Day, Patchwall 1.
Yeah. Huh.
Or Patchwall first.
Yeah, this one is one to commemorate the Greyhawk Wars as well.
Yeah, Patchwall
Recognize
8.
leaders of local communities. Yeah. So I think that's it, right? Oh,
Yep.
Yeah. So you think Zagic started it?
Well, he was the laughing fool, kind of. He was seen as that.
The crescent moon appears horizontal with both horns upright, looking like a bowl that could hold much water. It also resembles an odd smile to some extent. Practical joke day. So, yeah, very cool.
Yep.
All right.
Samhain
is actually pronounced Sowin. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me, Michael, because I botch everything. So.
Well, I'm a good second.
It's also a quarter day halfway between the solstice and the equinox. Okay. Sowin is Gaelic. Okay. Thank you. Lammas is from Old English. It means loaf mass, and it's indeed real world day. Okay. We all know that stuff's stolen. I mean, St. Cuthbert was a real saint, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. I thought some of them used St. Michael as well, too. I could have sworn that there was
sure
some references to
there's
St.
probably
Michael.
Something that we lost, but St. Cuthbert was so strong to the story that it was kept. Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. You know how it is with me. I botch everything. So, okay. Let's see here.
Then after that, we have Ready Read is the next.
Yeah, we're running it down here.
Yeah.
Ready Read.
And on the 5th, we have Turning of the Shebar Stone.
There's a lot here in this one. Wow.
Yep.
Shebar Stone.
Yep. It commemorates the feat of Shebar, a famous Oridian hero of awesome strength. Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Also a way of clearing the land. The largest stone of properties roll once toward the west.
Yep.
This holiday produces many injuries.
Yeah, but it's kind of a fun thing. You can it's one of these little things. You come to a village or somewhere, and then you see everybody out in the field trying to push a stone somewhere or something.
Right. Sorry for my ignorance, everyone. Is it a caribou? The big log they flip. Is that Welsh or Irish or Scottish?
It's in several places. I think it's Scottish, but you have a similar on the island of Gotland. They have a similar game where they throw logs. So it seems to be something that happened in a lot of places. But Scotland and various parts of the British Isles kept it longer.
Highlander, So we were at a Ren fair. This is a while back. It's got to be 20 years ago, and like Bill and they're like, I'm going to do this. I'm like, I ain't doing it. I'm going to dislocate my shoulder again for like the 11th time. Oh my gosh. That thing's like big, as and they throw like rocks too, don't they? Which is discussed here.
It's the same thing. They have local sports in the Nordics too. There is one called on the island of Gotland called Varpa, and that's basically like a rock where you throw that thing. It's like rugby with a rock. It's
you throw it at each other?
No, you have a field and you throw it somehow, and I don't know the rules at all. I've just seen it long time ago, but they have like it's like the Highland Games, but Swedish style. Yep.
Awesome.
So they have names for this, and yep. And we have on the 7th there is the Festival of Hope. It's by priest of Pelor and Zodal, who finds this the holiest day of one of the holiest days of year, attained even great. Blah blah blah. Yep, Festival of Hope. Yep.
Yeah, because everyone's injured from the Sheberstone stuff.
Yeah, it might be. Yep. Yeah. And on the 11th, you have the Days of Dedication. Oh, it's the Tritherian followers. You have the Days of Dedication.
Well, finally, something for Tritherian.
Yeah,
Days of
Tritherian. Yeah, so you have
reflection and retribution.
Exactly. So you have the days of remembrance, days of dedication.
4 days.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, it's a great
reflection, and then it's ends days. Okay. Yep. So it's 4 days of dedication for Tritherians, where you're supposed to, and it ends with the Great Free Day that is in Tritherian's honor, so to speak, for free on the 14th.
Yeah, and instituted by the Great Kingdom to celebrate its warriors and especially its night protectors. This is during the glory days. Thank you, Began.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's been adopted to celebrate warriors in many former Great Kingdom nations, and are now spearheaded by the leaders of Shield Ends Knights of Harp. All right, cool.
Yep. And then you have the days of valor on the 25th. So
Let me check out the annual for this.
Yep.
So as we
read, we have the 8th, Evid's birth on the 8th.
Nice.
Yeah, only celebrated in Great Kingdom, commemorate the Overking's birthday. Yeah, I think everybody else wants to forget it, I guess.
Yeah. And then Day of Treachery.
Yep.
This date marks. This is Casey always talked about this. This date marks the day when 10,000 bandits gathered in Steelborn Meadows and were betrayed and slaughtered by Bernal, a priest of Ayus, and his servants.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's like the newest out of all the holidays. They said as of this publication, it's only a year old. So that's interesting that they that quickly made it into a holiday.
Yeah.
Or a festival day. Neat. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
One more? Sunseb.
Yes, exactly. We have Sunseb. That's like December.
Yeah, Sunseb's the last one. So let's see. We got. I'd hack that up to Marwid, because I know I pronounce that
exactly.
Right
it's Marwid, or I don't know how you.
It's Old Faith. Yeah. A parade with Old Faith roots consisting of white costume followers led by a white-robed person.
It's Saint Lucia. It's a celebration they have up in the Nordics.
Oh, okay.
It's the Saint of Saint Lucia, and they celebrate especially in Sweden, but I think Norway and other parts up there too. And I think it's on December 14th, or it's a couple of weeks before Christmas. So it's like coming up, and then what they do in every little town and village in Sweden, they take the prettiest girl, she's the lead singer, and you put on white clothes and like a white dress,
and they sacrifice her.
Nope,
I'm kidding.
that was the thing. But no, but that's the part of the story. Originally, Saint Lucia, she was a saint, and she was sacrificed.
Really?
Or like killed. Yeah, she was killed, executed by a sword, and that was the original story. And then someone in the medieval times up north misread the whole thing, and they needed to have a light queen or something in the middle of winter, so they reinvented it and in a new way. And that's one of the few. Yeah, and that's one of the few celebrations of Catholic saints that is still practiced in Protestant Sweden, because they abolished all the saints when they switched to Protestantism, but it's still there. And this is a fantasy version of that thing.
Okay.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Days of Thought, which is Raoul Deleb and some sages spent self-examination and study at the end of the year.
And the Dark Moon of Orcus. I don't know where the heck that comes from. Yeah.
It's Sunseb, right?
Yeah. When the moon is at its darkest, worship of Orcus are required to either create an undead creature or bring a corpse to other Orcus cultists. Yep.
Yeah.
Where
does that one come from, Anna?
I don't know. It's probably
Orcus,
I looked at it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So I have it on the Dark Moon of Orcus. It's on the that's the
very cool.
Because because Luna is disappearing, and yeah, so it's kind of, they're both, Luna is coming and Celine is disappearing. So well, I just put it in there somewhere. I probably need to move that to some other day. I haven't celebrated it yet, but we have another cool one that I didn't invent, that someone else did. On the 28th of Sunseb, there is the Narwhal Frostbite Run. Yeah, so the town on Narwhal's Frostbite Run. Run drunk around the walls in loincloths and boots.
That's awesome. Is that the one in here?
I don't know where it comes from. Someone, I didn't invent it. I'm sure someone was way more creative than me that came up with this, and I just put it in my calendar.
Yeah, because they have the Foundation Day Parades and street fights here, but it doesn't say run around in loincloths.
Yeah. So at least I have it in my calendar. I have Narwhal Frostbite Run, that you run around the walls of Narwhal.
Frostbite Run. That's funny.
Yeah. In the last of Sunseb, the day before Needfest, you run around the fastest around the Narwhal wall in just the underwear and boots.
It's almost like the cold dip, that people do now. So
yep. In Sweden, there is what they call Vansbrosimmet, meaning it's a swim competition that you swim in January. I think it's so cold. So sometimes they have to open a kind of an opening through the ice, and it's done in the Baltics in a city. And people put like grease on their bodies to not get so damn cold, and then you swim like a mile or something like that when it's like freezing in the water is like 36 degrees or something. So yeah, it's terrible.
How about no?
Yeah. So this is kind of a fantasy version of you run around the walls. I think it's a great idea. So I think it's cool. And I don't think I came up with it, but I put it in my calendar.
I like it because I love Narwhal. Yep. So I love anything that's crazy like that.
Yep.
And that's so let's talk about this. So I'm not a stickler to the exact day that every adventure goes, right? Because I bounce back and forth because of all the adventuring groups. It's not hard for me to take one of these great holidays or festivals and stick it in the middle of an adventure, right? So that's what I'm exactly going to be doing. I just flipped a page. I can't believe that. For the Blood Moon Festival, I'm going to be utilizing that coming up, which I'm excited about. So using that, and I wouldn't have done that unless we had this discussion tonight. So very cool.
Yeah, I'm going to overhaul my calendar once more because now I have so many more cool things to put in there. And
well, here's some more for you, Anna.
Yeah,
you know who else is known for making holidays?
No.
Sean Reynolds.
Yes. Ooh. So Living Greyhawk Journal Gazette.
No, the core beliefs articles in Dragon Magazine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're talking like from 338 through like 356-ish.
Do we have a specific one you want to go to? Just get.
I mean, you could start.
Wait, from which one? Where do they start? You said number
338 would be the
All right,
Baka.
let me see if I have it on my machine.
So
Yeah.
from magazine 348 to
338.
Yeah, I don't have 338 on. I don't have a lot of 300s in PDF on my
How
machine.
about? Okay, well,
Yeah, sorry.
338 is Baka.
Okay.
And then let's see. Like Heronius is 354, Hextor 356.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Vecna issue. Ouija's 350.
Yes.
Ola Damara 347, Paylor 346. I think that's all.
I have one of those.
So anyhow, there's a format. There's a format to these articles.
Let me take a look.
Yeah.
So just look for core beliefs articles if you have the time. But in every article, Sean Reynolds adds 3 holidays, 2 to 3 holidays.
That's
not
awesome.
3. Like he'll do 3 myths, 3 holidays, holy books. He has a format to it. So I guarantee you, maybe the Paylor ones are known, but for the most part, he comes up with all new holidays.
Did you say 347?
338.
347 would be Ola Damara.
Yeah, I'm looking right here.
338 is the first one. It's Baka.
And that's the first one.
Bizarre. I don't see it.
The basics, and you have the basics, holy texts, and stuff. Oh, this is awesome. Yep.
Yeah, I don't see it here. That's the only one I have. I don't have any of the older ones like
and
this.
You have the myths of them, and oh yes, and yeah.
I'm looking here, and I just don't see. I don't see his article.
And there's a temple in how the temples usually look that way. Oh, this is so cool. And some spells and stuff.
St. Cuthbert's in 358. I forgot that.
Yep.
Let me see if
this is the best done of
Sean Reynolds does great work. 357 and 359, but no 358. You believe that? Jeez. 360, but no 358. Well, I'll have to get them.
Yeah. Well, trust me, there's a lot of new holidays in there.
So that is what, 2004?
So I think it's like 2005.
Okay. So it's running near the end of, as you get near the end of the 3rd edition Living Greyhawk era.
And yes, the article on Vecna is the best one. Yeah.
Thanks, Sam. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, because Sam's co-author on it.
Ah.
I bet Sean still made he probably created the holiday for it, right? Sam, you didn't make the holidays for Vecna.
So
like, okay, Vecna's holiday. There's mainly one holiday. It's called the Mockery of the Betrayer.
Okay.
And they celebrate Vecna's ascension, right? And at the same time, they heap scorn on Kos. The cult of Vecna will sacrifice a victim in the effigy of Kos to, throw all this derision at him. But most of the article says most of Vecna's he don't need holidays. They might have rituals that they do, but it's not, or they don't really celebrate stuff. Oh, so they are Sam's holidays.
There's Lord Breslin. We missed them.
Okay.
So they are yours. All right. Well, that's cool.
Oh.
So we may have to, because I usually get Sean on once a year because he loves coming on.
Yeah. Just go through the holidays.
Exactly. Just go through these articles will be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just to go through all those articles, I think that may be a good idea for an upcoming Legends and Lore show to get him on and say, "Look, would you come on to discuss all these core belief shows?" Because I don't think we've ever discussed them with him. Correct? I don't think we've ever.
No, I don't think we had Scarlet Brotherhood and a couple of other stuff, but we didn't get to these.
So also a little side note. It just happened this last week. You know how we have all those old Gabbins and Legends and Lore and all the shows on YouTube. I get a comment from Sean and he's like, one of the funniest shows I've watched, and it was 10 Things I Hate About Greyhawk, my Gavin.
Oh,
and he goes,
okay.
I'm glad that I wasn't involved in any of the ones
That's
on your list.
awesome.
Yeah.
When he watched it, and
Yeah, he
that is
watched
so
it.
cool.
Yeah, so that
Oh,
I
that's
literally
awesome.
that just happened last week.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. That is
Wow.
awesome. Yeah.
Hey,
So,
speaking of 10 things, here's a link for you. A list of the 10 best Greyhawk holiday themed modules.
Ooh.
Check
I
that out.
can't even
is
do
this
10,
a
10
new
of
That's from
post,
2020.
Mike?
No, that's from 2020.
Oh, there we
It's old
go.
news.
You know what?
Holiday themed modules.
All right, well, wait a minute.
Oh,
Jay's going to risk. You're going to hear a double sound for about 10 seconds, everyone. I apologize. But this way I can bring it up on the main screen. Let's shut that off. Oh, I got it in time. There we go. Okay.
oh, these are so good.
Let me go to this.
These are so good. Damn, they're good. They're awesome. Oh wow. They are so good.
There we go.
Expedition to the Merrier Peaks.
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
Return of the Eight Gifts. White Christmas
The
Mountain.
ho from the north.
Yeah.
Falcon's Regift. Oh my gosh, a Falcon. That's funny.
This is so good.
Yeah.
This is
Pig of
fantastic.
Istis.
Yep.
Secret Santa
White
of Salt
Christmas
Marsh.
Mountain.
Toy of Horrors. Vecna Gibbs. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Secret Santa of Salt Marsh. The Toy of Horrors. Yeah, it's so good.
That's Mike. You outdid yourself on this. This is
Oh,
funny.
this is so good. Fantastic. Thank you.
That's the kind of stuff I used to do on a weekly basis.
Yeah. Wow.
That's an awesome one. Yep. And this so 3 years ago, Mike, almost 3 years ago that post.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I'm glad you brought that one back, man. That's freaking hysterical.
Had to run it back.
Yeah. So thanks, Rich, for the resub. Appreciate it. Very cool. So, what do we? How are we going to close this up? What do you want to? So, a guy said for me, use them. Don't worry about like if you got to jump ahead or jump back or you know for something. Do it. If you want to bring in it's always the community appreciates Greyhawk flavor in games, right? In events.
Yeah.
So
I was taking notes during this, and I think that there is an ample opportunity to create more Sewell and Backloonish holidays. I think that the Flan and Orids have way too many holidays, and a lot of them overlap. And so I have a few ideas of my own that I'm going to work on. So there.
Very cool.
Hang on a second. I think I had a couple of them that didn't.
Well, I have to make my Altamira holidays. We know that, so I will be working on that. At least the Altamira Harvest Festival of the Kumquat. So we need to have that. That's a definite. Absolutely have to do that. And Mike, thanks, man. You brought up some good stuff. The Sean Reynolds stuff, the Earth Journal, and that's fantastic. Just to know where to get more.
If you play out this Kumquat Festival thing on one of your games, you need to make sure you come up with sashes for the winners of the King and Queen.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking how I can incorporate like one of those into one of the Gary Con adventures I'm doing. I got an idea. So
to wear that around the con, that would be crazy.
Yeah. So, and do you all remember Baldur's Gate 2? And the crazy gnome who had the onion gun that shot onions at you. So maybe we could get someone shooting kumquats at you. So, if you remember that, it was onions. It wasn't potatoes, right? Turnips. It was turnips. Thank you. It was a
Turnips.
turnip
Yep.
gun. That's it.
Yeah,
Jan Jansen. Great memory. Yes. He was that chaotic stupid. Was he a fighter thief? Something like that. Illusionist thief? Something. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, it's we're going to be celebrating this through the 3rd of December for yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Greenlee.
Yeah, I have one that I
Tinker
forgot to
illusionist.
mention that I've invented
Yeah.
back in a long time ago. On planting the 4th in like when the start of summer, that's a full moon night. There's the Velvedeva fishing festival. So that's the night you go out and you fish and because it's a full moon, so you're supposed to be very good fishing that night. So people go out all along. It's primarily in Veluna, Furuundi, and Förbobonk. You go out along the Velvedeva and you fish. And
I have
then
one
you
of
have
those here.
yeah. So you do it on God's. It's the night of God's Day, and then you celebrate and eat fish on Friday, on free day.
In the Verbal area, or where?
It's along the Velvedeva from
The whole
Belluna for you. Yeah, from up from the Karunis all the way down to Förbobonk roughly. So it's along the Velvedeva. It's a tradition that I've introduced in my campaign. So it was a fishing festival. So you have prizes for the biggest fish and stuff like that. And it's a full moon in the beginning of summer, so there's supposed to be good fishing and stuff. So yep.
So there's always, you can always devise your own too. And
exactly, you should have lots of little cool things. So yeah.
And and let me tell you, that kind of flavor and that kind of, like, another thing, Greyhawk specific food and drink recipes. That would be cool too, to throw in to an article, into any of the new publications that are going to be out, or just to discuss with notes taken. You got a lot of things that is the kind of flavor people look for, because it's easily shareable.
Yeah, my Sheelands campaign in Aldet, they had the turnips were one of the few things that grew after the Iusians came in and screwed things up. So they had fermented turnip juice was
nice.
The drink of choice, and they call it the table turner. That's fermented turnip juice. It's terrible, but it's the only thing that was available in quantity, and so yeah, and they call it the table turner. Yeah.
Wow. So hopefully everyone, you enjoyed this. Sorry that I came on late then early, so whichever. I was both tonight.
Exactly. You can
unfortunately, duty calls with my son. So 95% sure there'll be no Legends of Lore next week, because I'll be in Atlanta Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Now my flight gets back, and it would be like, so I don't think that. I think we're gonna have to skip next Wednesday, just because of that. And I start third day of my new job, and then I'm going to be going out. I got to drive out to North Wales on Thursday. So, and I'm not talking about England, UK. I'm talking about out in PA. So I think, but we'll verify that as the days come. We got so much else coming on. So, Mike, what do you have anything going on the next week or so? Anything fun happening?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have Rich's game coming up here.
All right.
But otherwise, this time of year things slow down, it seems like.
For you, maybe, man. I can't.
Yeah.
But I've been just trying to cram in as much as I can at this point. As many things as I can. So, but that's cool. Holidays are coming. People are excited.
Holidays.
Yeah. People are really excited about family stuff and all, which is great. So, all right, Mike. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for all the great information on this one, and reminiscing, going back to a 3-year-old post, which is really awesome. That was hysterical.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yes, that's where the distribution center for the company I am now with, that I am technically the boss of, even though I won't barely be there. So you figure that one out, dude. All right, so Anna, what's going on?
First of all, I just posted a heraldry compendium for Shieldlands. So as I assembled all the shields for the different provinces of Shieldlands and made it into like a poster or an 8.5 by 11. So it's the same shields that was before. It was just a format that I did. So that kind of wraps up the this installment of the heraldry for the Shieldlands. So and that is the thing. So now I'm writing up my seminar for GaryCon. So that I'm putting down the basic and submitting that for GaryCon next year. So that is the thing that I'm doing at the next kind of immediate thing that I'm working on, so to speak. And then there's hopefully, I'm starting to see the first milestone on the GIS project. That will be an alpha coming in like maybe a month or so, with all the settlements and stuff for the whole map, and the first geo package so people can download and test it out and see if it's any use to anybody, before I finished and put in all the area names, political names, and all of that stuff, so to speak. So all the geographic information will be on the map. That's the first step, and I'm like 60 or about 70% done on that part. So that is the stuff that I put in most hours on. But then on Friday there will be a mapping show, and it will be both Linda and me this week. So that will be good. So that those are the next stuff coming. But I'm also now starting to come up with ideas for Horn Society. Shieldland has now have a heraldry and a deep dive, and now the next one up for that is Horn Society, and more adding to IUs, because that also ties into my campaign. So there will be an update on that in probably about a month or so. There will be some stuff. So I'm having some ideas. I have a long list of stuff there to do. So I will probably do one a week, or a couple of them per week. So I will spend an hour now and then to create some heraldry, but that will be probably about a month or so. So then we can have a deep dive into Greyhawk, Horn Society, and more IUC and stuff. So
more IUC and stuff, always good.
Yeah, yeah, and then will be a write-up of the plans for next year and stuff coming to my patrons in a couple of weeks. That's the plan, to have that in mid-December or just before Christmas. That's a tradition that I'll write up what I've done and what I've missed and what I've screwed up with, and my plans and stuff. So that's I'm putting down all the little talking points, so to speak, for that. So yeah.
Mike, I don't know. Did you share this in a previous one? Because I want to share this. I mean, this the Rennie and the Flannis post. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that a few days ago.
Oh, cool. Where are the Rennie? Rennie, yeah. There you go.
What's funny is there was people talking about that in Discord today.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a coincidence.
Yeah, we got them already. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I love the yellow. Maybe, but they're going to die. That's awesome.
So it's not a scientific.
That is
map.
awesome. I love it.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah. What are the Rennie? That's.
Yeah, doesn't include alloy.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
That's good. Yeah, all centered around the Near-Div.
Maybe both they're going to die. So the Palites don't like them. So yeah.
You also have Celine here as one of them too.
Celine don't seem to like.
Yeah.
But they don't have any. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
That's funny. That's funny, man. That's a great post.
Yeah, nice, quick, easy.
Like David Leonard, funny. I especially love the red and yellow bits. There you go.
Yeah, good old David.
Yep, awesome. Great post. So let me pop this up here from the end of the stream last Saturday. There we go. We're ready. Dun 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 dun. For the adventure tomorrow, as you can see, putting up some posts. Just trying to scare the shit out of everyone. So they're in their little dinghy boat going to the wreck of the Shining Star, and yes, so that is going to be tomorrow night. Notice that picture there on to the right is actually from the cover, and this is from Dungeon 15 of the cover of the adventure. So I'm not too far off. Look at the rack and the thingy.
yeah.
And I'm not too far off from my table on this one. So yep. And we'll get cranking on. It's a one shot. I'm gonna run one shots the next 2 weeks. It's just with all the stuff going on in my life, I'm prepping up. I'm gonna run the next week from an early. I'm gonna run House of the Brothers from another early dungeon, which I've never have run that before either. So that'll be tomorrow night. And then no streams on Saturday this week, but then Sunday night is this is the official 2-year partner anniversary stream event, and it's our 15th DMs Roundtable. Annie, believe that? 15 of them. And I hit the wrong button there. That's last week's Gavin. There we go. Slow to go now. So there you go. Ed is coming back. Punk Rock Jenny and Mike Sly Flourishe for a DM's Roundtable discussion. Thank you for the follow, and that will be 8 o'clock start on Sunday evening. It'll be a really fun discussion. Get to pick their brain. We never had Ed on a DM's Roundtable, so that'll be fun. And just for you and I to ask him some questions. Challenges of running a D&D campaign. So. Next big event after that is the Saturday after, and this is where I'm going to make this part of the Blood Moon Festival, I think. It makes total sense from the adventure I'm doing. The Deadly Drowned, 2 parts, part 1 and 2. Going to be a really cool first part, a little bit lower level. Little Bird, Coco Runny, LJ, and Korg with all their characters. Around 4th level, 4th and 5th. For the first part, 9 a.m. to 1. And I get a couple hours break. Then I got to change the terrain over in between. And then at 6 o'clock, part 2 of The Deadly Drowned with Ed, Anna, Eric Mengi, Darling, Jose Ortiz, and a 50-50 shot of Eric Boyd. So there you go. And that'll be part 2. The Deadly Drowned. And we'll talk about, after that weekend, we'll get more stuff. More fun stuff that's going. So that's what's up. All right, let's see who wins tonight. Get your choice of 2. Last call, exclamation point, drawing. All right. If you aren't in, you want to get in. Okay. So waiting. All right, let me close it out. Anna, Mike, thanks for hopping on at 8:30. It's good. Now I can get to sleep a little bit earlier. It's always a good thing. So let me close this out. See who wins tonight. Tomorrow night we're doing Reaper Miniatures giveaway. I just got a whole Reaper order, so we're doing a Reaper Miniatures giveaway, even though it's the end of the month. And then we have for Sunday 2 $25 gift certificates to Troller Games, at least. Of course. Thank you. Let's see who wins. And we'll get more detail of Gary Con and Paige and all the stuff that's going on as time comes by here. 491 Phantom, you are the winner. Grats. Get with me. Well, thank you. And you are also the person to get with me on what you want. All right? And we'll do one compilation and one adventure or 2 adventures, whatever you want. So, all right? Now, there is an all-female Ladies of D&D stream going on right now, talk show on Tabletop Misfits, and Punk Rock Jenny's actually on there now, so I figure we'll just raid into them tonight, because they're probably going for another half hour. Catch the last half hour of that. Thank you, everyone, for such a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7:30. One shotter, so we're going to burn through it quick, but it'll be fun. It'll be it's a modified from dungeon number 15, so you can run it. Alan Growy said his son Henry's gonna probably take it and convert it into his Harby campaign. I'm running this out of Harby, so I gave Alan, because Alan's like, if it's not a Greyhawk adventure, he's not looked at it. That's the way Alan said. Alan, this is an easy conversion, so it works perfectly. Thank you all, Anna, Mike, thanks. All right, we'll raid into Tabletop Misfits tonight.
Later, everybody.
Everyone have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow night. All right. I gotta hit a wrong button. Of course. No, not tonight. Just gotta type this in now because it's not showing up. There we go. All right. See if we can get in here. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you all soon. See you tomorrow night. Have a good one.